All right, welcome to the Batty Overwatch League. This is week one. This is Zed here, and I got Tree joining me. How you doing tonight, Tree?
What's up, guys?
All right.
Doing good. Ready to get this started.
All right. First thing we got a little short little video from Scouchnaut. He's got some hype he wants to share with you guys, so we're gonna watch that real quick.
I got to talk about everybody in that house. Get them all, T. Everybody. Can I talk about it? Yeah. Show enough. Oh, I really got it. I don't want to talk about it like that. Talk about it.
Alright, it looks like blue team's going to opt for an invade here. However, they don't know that TDO's waiting in the wings. This could get interesting.
This is all planned.
That we might have a level 1 team fight. Oh, and they're going in. This is going to be blind. Neither team's going to see what's going to happen. And there's going to be a very big charge. Oh my goodness. Huge amounts of damage going out. However, Thermidor's coming in for the fight. He's going to flash in. Damage is going out onto everybody. Thermidor's taking all damage. Ezreal's going to pick up the first one out of Lieutenant. Thermidor's going to go down next. There's a 1-for-1 trade. They're going to back and forth. As this boosted Frederick was trying to run fair their lives. But the captain's going to go ahead and try to save his team. He's going to go down, but no one's going to flash out. They're all going to get out. It's going to be an amazing play, but
Yeah, that's a thing that's coming up. If anyone is interested in being interviewed by Scotch for his best SBL players thing, he would like you to talk to him, set up an interview, and you can be part of his hype video. And yes, that is what an SBL orgy sounds like. I've heard a few.
Yep. That is the sound Swift makes.
Alright, let's get this shit underway. I'm gonna try and invite everybody real quick.
Okay, so game one, we do have AGS's team versus Albino Joe, and their official names. 1 second.
Blue Eyes White Bastion is AGS's team, and Joey's team is Clown Fiesta Cartel. I'm not gonna remember that, but I will try.
And the maps they're going to be playing on is Hanamura, Ilios, and Dorado. In that order, Zed? Or
Yes, in that order.
Okay.
I need to apparently add a few people in the league. Shout out to Blizzard for this sweet custom game lobby where only one person can change people's teams and invite people. That's super cool. Thanks, guys. Second shout out to the custom game spectating thing. Yeah, that's also pretty bad. So bear with us tonight. It's gonna be a struggle. All right. Gonna add a couple friends here real quick. Let's see. Need one more person from each team. Alright. So we're going to start off on Hanamura. Gonna play one side of that for each team. That was a video from Scotch.
Alright, we almost have our full teams here. You know, this chat is really hard to read on this bright background.
Yeah, I'm sure you can make it a little bigger too. Oh yeah.
You can if you hit enter, but I want it to stay up.
Right. Shout out to Swift. He put the first Baddie Reflection out. That's on the Swain Baddie League page. Those are interviews that he did with a bunch of high-profile Baddie League players. He sat down and talked to them for a few hours, just about League and about specifically the SBL, and actually I think their whole League career. Fuck.
Just waiting on Lou, I believe.
Yeah, let me try sending him a invite again. Where was this? 13, 14.
Can you add people from this screen? This team screen?
Yeah.
Okay, then I just have everyone added on here. Okay.
Actually, I guess I can add by battle tag too. It says he's in something. There we go. Hey.
Got him.
Alright. Also, who the fuck are these randos?
Randos.
There's just like random people chatting.
Well.
Oh, there's general chat.
In white? Yeah, that's general chat, dude. That's
Right.
in all of Blizzard's games.
Yeah. Alright, we're just waiting. This is great. Random people can shitpost in our BOL games, in our lobbies.
Good.
That's pretty cool.
I hope they just get into like retarded arguments.
I want to see some political debate. That is what I'm in general chat for. Intelligent political debate. Oh god, someone's gone. Oh, okay.
Marias. Most
Um,
likely a DC.
worth noting, there is no pause feature in Overwatch.
Yeah, if
because
you're
it's not an
DC,
esport.
If you guys DC, you're kind of fucked. So
Yeah, basically.
good luck with that.
There we go. There's the shitpost that I've been waiting for. At least general chat's here to keep us entertained while we wait for people to do things. Is it normal to get erections from this game tree?
It depends. I mean, there is a lot of porn for this game.
That's true. Before it was
A
even
lot.
released, I mean, well, it was still in closed beta. There was a lot of porn, so that's actually fairly impressive.
Oh, is it not in high bandwidth mode? You should definitely check that setting.
I don't want to because apparently it doesn't work for some people. It's pretty
What?
glitchy. It for a lot of people, like the game would just crash. Apparently,
Oh.
yeah. I actually never tried it out, but I
You might
wanted
wanna
to
put
do
that
it.
in chat and explain it to the players then.
Yeah, I saw there was an update. I don't. Is it actually good? I saw that they did make it more stable today, but who knows? They did an interview recently where they even mentioned like, yeah, it needs to be tested.
Okay, not worth testing out during this. Especially
Yeah,
when it's
exactly. I
gonna
don't
be
want
the
to
same
test it in
exact
week
replay
1.
online.
But if we can get it, if we do get it working, that's something I definitely want to have on.
Yeah. Everyone's saying it fixed it, but
All right, waiting on a broken mic now. It's definitely an improvement, but it only increases the client side tick rate up to 60.
it's better than nothing.
Right. The server side's always 60 with it on or off, but it is an improvement. All right, one team's ready. All right, let's get this clown fiesta rolling.
Oh shit! Here we go, boys.
Oh god, Blue Eyes White Bastion has their
Alright,
chat
so
spam.
this is my first time fucking. Wow.
So F keys let you switch characters that you're watching.
Okay.
Otherwise, cool. I can't leave the attacker spawn. That's fun.
Right. Until they actually have characters, apparently. Oh, you can move around.
I can't actually jump
Oh,
to.
you can't.
Oh, they're not actually in game yet.
Right. They're picking their starting lineup before it actually starts the timer.
Yep. There we go.
All right, now we can switch around. Okay, so F keys are all the characters.
Yep. And then there's weird like left and right click do things. Q and E moves the pans camera up and down. And then you can like lock on to someone with left click, or you can like switch to someone's view with right click. And then just like in source stuff, space switches between third and first person.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Locking on the people you're near.
Yeah, so it's gonna take a little getting used to for the camera control and trying to see relevant things.
Right. So
But should be
this
fun.
is just about to start. We got less than 15 seconds. As expected, Swift is on this Bastion.
Oh yeah.
Nothing super crazy from either of these teams. Looking pretty normal. I do see Red Team has 2 tanks, which is fairly normal as well.
Yeah, it is really rough to get through this first point.
Yeah, this gate can be real difficult, and we do see Bastion set up on that side. He is have a Maywall right next to him, but this is just 2 Reinhardts looking at each other.
Just people taking shots through the Reinhardt wall.
Looks like Taco, yep, going up through that window, and he's down in the middle of it now.
Here we
He's
go.
going to disrupt them. We'll see if they can. Oh, and there's the charge in. They're going for it. Scotch is already on that point. We'll see if he can manage to survive. Nope. He gets deleted. His team didn't quite follow him in, and lots of red getting taken out now. May up above. All alone here, Thrifty? And he does have 2 teammates on the right side. Looks like they're just looking to distract him and push him back from that gate. Honestly, just getting into where they are now can be kind of difficult against a really good defense. We have Lucio going around the outside of the point. He's trying to stay alive. Lots of disruption. Alright, and here goes the fight for it. Just an all-out melee. We got Reinhardt going down. Deaths everywhere. T-Mech ulting in the corner. Gets ice walled. Tim's still just kind of harassing from the edges. Red team getting picked apart every time they try and get into this point.
Yeah, they're kind of scattered right now.
Yeah, UTech looking to come in from the right side, but kind of backing off, not willing to take that. Oh, we had a Mei on Mei fight there. And here we go again, Scotch walking in the front, but a Mei ult going down to freeze them, but he gets knocked out of it. And that's the tire, gonna blow up the Torbjorn and his turret. Lots of ults going down from the red team. That may be a clear. Bastion also ulting, but he gets hit out of the way. He's not off the edge though. He hits again. He takes one down, and he will go down. That should be a capture for the red team on the first point.
Yep, I think that was a clutch wall there by TK Thrifty to block that block AJS out when he was ulting.
Yeah, he was getting thrown all over, and he almost got hit off the map by Winston, but not quite. So we are going to the second point, which ooh, Scotch is already on it, but he's completely surrounded. I do not expect him to survive very long. Ult hits two of them. Countered by another ultimate. There's a full brawl going on, and a Mei ultimate going to come down onto this point, and red team's getting wiped.
Wow.
Just destroyed. Lucian gonna know when enough is enough and just back out of here. Yeah, he went back to his team instead of just sticking around and taking pot shots, because let's be honest, if they're any good, you're not killing anyone solo as Lucio. I realize I just called him Lucian. This is fine.
It's like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so they're all going right.
That Torbjorn turret is not going to last long. Oh, he ults though, so that should keep it alive a bit longer, but yeah, both of those shields coming out to keep them alive. They're staying very close together. UTech going above that point. They look very ready to get in here. Oh, Swift.
He does have his ult up.
He's going to break that shield pretty quick. And Taco's move. They are just trapped in that corner now. I did not see where that tire went, but it did get killed by Mirage.
It came up from the side. Yeah, got killed in midair before it even fell.
Scotch goes down. His shield is not very good on keeping that away.
And UTech's kind of trapped now.
Yeah. Oh, and he ults down. Oh, he managed to kill T-Mech and his turret before he goes down real quick.
Yeah, he was on the wrong side of that Bastion turret, really. This looks like that's going to stop their push.
We got a couple on the right side of the point here with Red trying to get in. Just distract them. Oh, and the nice wall blocks them off, but I don't think they're going to be able to get any kills. Yeah, no kills, and they're just going to back up and wait for Team Spazoid chasing out, but he's kind of alone. Taco Scoop, I think, jumped off the ledge or fell down it. And it does look like Red Team is going to try and group up a little bit before pushing in.
Do you
kind
think?
of split UTech. What's up?
Do you think they want to consider changing their comp a little?
Maybe. I mean, it can often help a lot because characters counter each other so hard. Ooh, UTech on the side here. If he can get in and kill that Bastion from behind, that'll open up a lot for them, but Blue Team doing a very good job holding on this point. Tacos go boom on the side here, kind of 1v2ing, trying to throw some lightning around, but he does get taken down. So I believe that's their only tank? No, they do have Scotch as well.
Yep. He wasn't really caught up. He was still respawning when that was going down.
Okay.
So it looks like they're missing tacos now.
Yeah, they're just down Tacos Go Boom, who can jump in over the side, but he does go with his whole team. So again, they're all on the right side here, most of them down below. And UTech is gonna shift over on top of that point again. And ult getting Hail Married into that point, only freezing Cruz right now. They gotta be more worried about that Bastion who's blowing them up from the side, and that tire just got destroyed. Oh, this is not good for Red Team.
That tire got frozen, it looked like.
Ult from UTech? Oh man, Red Team gets destroyed. And now we got another Mei battle going on under the bridge. And TK Thrifty's out of there.
He's the only one left on his team right now.
Yeah, they tried, but I don't think they were paying enough attention to the two turrets in that corner. And Utech's ultimate wasn't enough because by the time he dropped down, they were paying attention.
Yeah, I think
to him.
it came a little too late. He should have gone in when they were distracted by that male.
Yeah, sadly, so they're playing this fairly smart because most of them are not standing on the point, which can be kind of hard to get off of if you're up against that wall, depending on your character. We do have 2 coming in on the right side, which is going to be pretty tough with all these turrets over here. Yeah, a little bit split. They got 3 down below, and another male getting Hail Married in. Not going to freeze anyone, though. No one's on the point again. And a good ultimate going to knock down only 1. Damn, that looked like it was going to hit more. Scotch is in a really bad position here. He needs his team right behind him in order to take that out while his shield is up. It's not doing him any good to just be slowing them or distracting them with that. Yes, Scotch and Lucio not in a great place right here.
Shout out to Blizzard.
They're just gonna start swinging. Lou goes down. Scotch swinging. Not able to make it happen. And Thrifty coming in to harass again.
Big shout out to Blizzard for making both ice walls look red. That makes it really... Both ice walls are red, at least on my screen.
Oh, that might be. I guess I was just assuming most of them were Thrifties.
Yeah, no, I saw 2 red ones up at once. I was like, wait a minute.
I guess I haven't been paying that attention. Yeah, they are not paying enough attention. Okay, so we do have a Pharah now to try and kill those turrets that are just
Okay,
sitting
I
there.
really like that. Yeah,
They
they're
needed
having
something.
so
They
much
needed a
trouble
Widowmaker
with the turrets.
Or a Pharah or a Genji, something to kill that Bastion.
Yep. And Thrifty actually has switched to Widowmaker. I like that one too.
That's
He's
good.
over here on the right trying to take shots in.
A note to anyone who didn't read those patch notes, Widowmaker and McCree did get nerfed. So they're not quite as strong as they used to be. Utech, again, trying to come in the side, but they're all very aware of him. And it looks like we have red teams on 3 different sides. They got 2 in the front, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Let's see if they can actually push in. They take out Torbjorn turret. Thrifty looking for a headshot here. T-Mech decides to change where his turret is down, switching it to the side, messing with him. And that should go down, yep. So we have a bunch of ults again coming down. Oh, Justice Rage from above, and just everything getting popped right now as they try and push in right now. A blue May ult is going to go down on the point and try and defend it though, but the monkey was just shoving everyone around. Thrifty, again, the last one left alive, but I think they get team cleared.
Yeah, I think so. We got 1 minute left. Do you think time for one more push?
Oh, this is my jam.
Looks like they're kind of going in from different sides again. We got 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and 2 in the middle.
Yeah. So this is... They're not going to have any more chances. Red team takes out 2. Swift does take out Utech, though. Here comes the tire. Let's see if it can actually get in there and kill somebody. No, it gets taken down by Swift. He's being defended very well by Cruise Master. He is not going very far. This is super defensive. Unless they can make something happen fairly quick here, they're going to run out of time. I don't know how Lou got over there. He just got to sneak it around. We got Splinter Cell over here. Which is weird because he blasts music. Oh, and we're jumping in. We're just kind of Hail Mary in this. Everyone's going in by themselves. Utech trying to fight Marias. He does manage to take him down. Taco Skaboom cannot quite get on the point. Utech does get on the point. Is going to delay this overtime as Scotch comes in on the side as well. Throwing down what damage he can, but he's getting targeted by a lot of stuff. Oh, and a blue Lucio ult coming out, and a male.
That is it.
And that is game.
Alright. Good hold there by Blue Eyes White Bastion. Showing off that Bastion they were named for.
So, for round 1, that's going to be 6 points to blue, 4 to red. Well, you don't have to keep track of this as we go, because obviously... We'll,
Do you want to keep track of that for me?
Yeah, well,
Thanks.
I can. I was saying, tell them the fucking players
Alright.
and everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, someone has to keep track of it.
Right.
but-
Yeah, do you want to like keep that in a notepad
Yeah,
or something?
got it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we even get to spectate this part. That's pretty cool.
Unreal.
Interesting.
I think I don't know. I didn't like the Clown Fiesta Cartel's pushes there. I think they were trying to split up a lot. I don't know.
Prepare to attack.
I think my Overwatch is froze.
That's not good. Maybe try quitting and joining the game again. It's still in like the pre-game thing right now, so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, just kind of straight frozen.
Alright, hopefully I can get you invited back in here.
If everyone performs their function, victory is assured.
Alright, let me find this fucking... There we go.
Oh! Ho-ho! Got something a little spicy from the Clown Fiesta Cartel. We got triple Torbjorn coming up here. And yeah, we are seeing the double support comp come out of Blue Eyes White Bastion. Some good old Lucy Mercio. Yeah, wow. I can't talk. Lucio Mercy. What do you think about triple Torbjorn? And a Symmetra. Wow, it's just turrets everywhere.
Are they going full cheese?
They are going full cheese. And then they got Reinhardt and May to defend that. Let me know when you're back online. I can get you an invite.
Try and invite me now.
There we go.
Solid.
Do what you were built to do.
Cool, I'm loading in.
Sweet.
Solid.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, Blue Eyes does have a Widow that will help him with all the turrets they're going to be looking at.
Yeah, wow, this is a ton of turrets. I got in here a little late, but yeah, they have 4 turret placers, a Mei, and a tank.
I feel like it's a good like strategy right away, but as soon as it gets figured out, like, yeah, now we've got double Winston. I feel like they're gonna figure it out pretty quick and have a plan to counter it.
Yeah, and like those turrets are annoying, but they're not unkillable. It's not like this is, oh ha, we have turrets, we win now.
Yeah, if they can start like chaining molten cores, then it's a different story. But
Alright,
it's still
we got,
not great.
A lot of red coming on the left side of the point here. 3 of them, and another coming from behind. And they are rolling in. Thrifty's behind them somehow? I'm not sure how that happened, but Cruise Master kind of alone here. He's going to try and take out, and actually die to one of those turrets. And
Someone else is pinned down.
Celestrius is actually behind it. He managed to take out a turret by himself.
So
Yeah,
we got a few in the right
White
here.
Bastion. Yeah, Blue Eyes White Bastion is running the 2 support, 2 tank, which apparently has been one of the most successful in, I guess, pro play, or whatever suffices for that right now. And they do have 4 waiting, and Cruise Master's in, so this is going to be a push in from red team. Lots of lightning going down from them. Utek's going to go down. Torbjorn ult's just a little bit too late after his turret goes down, and he's getting thrown up away from his turret. And unless they can get someone on here from a weird angle, this is going to be it. Joey kind of stuck in there, and that is...
Yep.
Is
Blue Eyes White Bastion played that pretty much perfectly. They went along one side, they went along the left there, and they just kind of slowly picked off turrets, and then just ignored the other 2 and sat on the point.
Right.
That's exactly
They
what
are
you want to
already
do.
on point 2. They are going incredibly quick. Swift does get taken out, so there's not going to be any Mercy ulting on this point, and Rocket Barrage coming from T-Mech. This might look very bad for Blue Team if they can't wipe this up right here. And that's going to be an ult for Marias. Oh, they do manage to push them off for a second, but they're not dead. Blue Team is able to spawn here quicker, so they're not doing a bad job of defending this. But that Widowmaker is just sitting up there taking pot shots at people. No one's going after her. Except the turret is now. And the other Widowmaker. We got some sniper battles. Blue Team does manage to hold that, doesn't even lose a third of that point, despite how quickly Red Team managed to get on that. Bit of a clusterfuck. Clown Fiesta. But they managed to hold it.
It looks like they've switched over to Reinhardt now instead of that double Winston comp. I like that for pushing this last point.
Yeah, Reinhardt's super good if they've got any real amount of long range. Some fall off. Swift fell off. Probably trying to shift jump to his friend.
Yep. It is a little dangerous to come along that left side. I'd say like half the characters can make it, but there's a few of them you can definitely mess up and die.
Lou with kind of an interesting placement on his turret. It's not going to be able to hit many people coming from the front. It seems to be mainly just pointed at that side and maybe that left set of stairs.
Get ready. They're coming back.
Red team kind of spaced out. Most of them in the front. Just a Winston on the side there. Thrifty just taking pot shots. That ult from Scotch is just going to barely miss. Oh, and a Winston ult from behind. But lots of ults going down in general here, and Hammer's swinging near Scotch. He's just trying to stay alive and on the point. Everyone ulting. Mariah seems to be the last red team member alive, and he's not going to fare very well by himself. And that seems to be as close to an ace as you can get without getting one. Fair was a little bit. Oh, yeah.
That was a
All
solid
that-
initiate. Cruz just jumped in and knocked everyone off the point.
Yeah, they just
But-
they couldn't finish it out.
Yep, couldn't finish off the turrets. I think one thing a lot of people forget about when you have Torbjorn on your team is that armor he gives out. Like that's a pretty
important.
significant boost for your whole
And-
team.
And the thing is, it's always super easy to give it to almost your whole team after a really, really big push like that because it's all just on the point. So
Yep.
you're guaranteed at least 3 armor packs. Oh, and we do have most of red team going up on the right side here up above. They don't... Blue team doesn't have anyone up there to stop them immediately, but it looks like, oh, Reinhardt was trying to rush after 50, but he gets ice walled off. And that's going to be the ultimate from Tor number 1. Trying to keep them off. He thought they were coming in right then. Tacos go boom, placing his in another corner.
Much better.
Celestrius and T-Mech trying to take out that turret, and they are going to be able to take that down. Just kind of taking pot shots at each other right now. One goes down, or sorry, a turret goes down, and TK Thrifty manages to snipe out at Celestrius. They're taking this really slowly, which is kind of surprising from an attack team. I'm not sure, were they just waiting for their Mercy to get there? Because now another of their team is dead.
Cruz making the switch to Zarya. And it's kind of late for that. Like, he might only get one ult off before the end of this game with how slow his charge is up.
I think Spazoid just wasted his ultimate outside.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw his percent going down real quick, and then he says lol in chat, so I think he just blew his ult outside.
Nice.
Nailing it.
They
So
do have
we
4
have
ults
multiple-
up, though.
Yeah, and we do also have a Bastion now on Lou instead of a second Torbjorn. I think that does work better. Because both turrets react very, very differently. And unlike the red team was tended to do, most of Joe's team is standing on the point. Which if oh, and here we go. They are jumping in. One ult popped, and I'm assuming Swift back there does have his ultimate ready, but they are trying to take him down, and he does go down without being able to ult. And that is 3 red members, 4 red members, 5, and the full team, it looks like. Good hold from them. We're still looking at 2.5 minutes. They have to hold this, which can go either way. Just one good push can be all it takes if you can just keep them off the point.
Scotch's team, that was drafted by Joey. Alright, so 2 minutes. What do you think? Probably 2 more pushes? Really?
Yeah, most likely, unless they purposely wait for everyone to have their ultimate up and they try and all do it at once.
Ooh.
Oh, and a Zarya ult coming out. It's going to pull 3 people, and Reinhardt battle going on, but he's a little outnumbered because he's getting shot from all the angles. Zero again gonna go down. And that's 4 Red down again.
Yeah, there's 2 big ults that just didn't do anything. Nobody died after that Zarya ult.
Yeah, I think 3 or 4 ultimates got used there from... I think 3 ultimates got used.
Yep, and then that rocket barrage from Spazoid kinda just hit Scotch's wall. Didn't really do much.
Yeah.
I think that might be it, because they have no ults up now. We've got 1 minute to do something.
It's going to depend very heavily on what they do. And I'd say the next 30 seconds, because if they just die again and waste another ult or 2, they're probably not going to be able to make a real final push. But if they hold out, they might be able to make something happen and just get up some ultimates and then shove in there. They do have their... Yeah, Mercy's at 70% already. That might be all they're waiting for. If Swift can just get 1 good ultimate on this point after most people are dead, he can probably make this work. But they gotta focus. And again, it seems like no one's really taking out the Bastion. Like, everyone's aware of it, obviously. Bryce is literally just face tanking it, but no one is really suited to just take him out. Alright, we got 5 coming in from the bottom right, 1 coming in from the front. This is gonna be it. We got a couple ults. Swift seems to ult a little early. He does get Spazoid back up, but he goes down, and the ultimate's getting popped left and right on both sides, and Red's having trouble just getting in here, and he almost gets frozen. Cruz can't quite make it in, and
Blue didn't even lose a player.
That's it.
Alright, so we're tied up at 4 points, so 10 points for each team
10
at the end of this map. Let's see our play of the game here.
Play of the game.
Tacos go boom. Was it just slapping his turret? That's the real question. Nope, he's actually firing his gun at something. Well, he tried. His turret did work, though.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd have to give it to Tacos or Joe, honestly. Seems like Joe's ult was up at the start of basically every team fight. Okay, let's see if I can actually bring everyone back to the lobby.
You should be able to.
Are you in the lobby?
I am.
Oh my god, it works now. Okay, so we're going to Ilios next.
So, after game map 1, technically, we are all tied up. And so this one is a little different from the attack defend maps because every round you win on here is just 10 straight points. And for the first map, what are we going to get here?
Ruins.
The pit in the middle.
It's probably my least favorite one, but it definitely has a lot of action.
It depends on what characters you pick. Also, you can actually fly through that door on this map.
Yeah, I'm already watching the middle.
Thankfully, I'm pretty sure that camera control on these maps is going to be pretty simple.
Yep, just pretty much gonna look at the point.
Yep. So let's see what teams we got. We do have someone picking up Tracer finally, and I see 2 Lucios.
4 Lucios.
What? Oh, 2 on both teams.
Yep. Oh no, TK3 gonna switch over to Mercy. I honestly like the Mercy and Lucio comp a little more. Like, being able to do double boosts is cool, but I don't know. That res is also pretty sweet. Alright, so both teams coming in.
Yep, and both are going to be coming in quick. Like we said, both have Lucios, so they're going to be moving pretty fast here. Master just trying to block off that entrance, that front entrance, into it. Scotch not very afraid of anything, just running at the monkey and getting electrocuted and killed for it. both teams do have a Pharah as well, so that'll be fun to try and figure out who's ulting who. So blue team does get a initial push onto that point and does take it right away. UTech trying to be annoying, trying to keep him off, but he doesn't have enough health to stay on there alone. Oh, and a good hook onto Lou is going to end him pretty quickly.
Yeah, Clownfiesta hasn't really made a good push as a team yet.
Ooh, yeah. Most of... What's their actual name? Joey's team?
Clown Fiesta Cartel.
Clown Fiesta, got it. The Clowns.
The Clowns, I like that.
The Clowns, because I'm not saying that whole goddamn name.
Yep.
Oh, Spazoid popping his ultimate, saying get the fuck off my point. I'm dying for it. And we got a fair battle. Oh, Marias
Wow.
taking him out. I think that was a triple kill, probably. He's doing some work. UTech going behind. He does not have his ultimate, so he's just looking to get some damage. Oh, and the tire!
Oh!
Oh!
Triple kill for Scotch. They'd better get the point off of that.
As long as they can keep blue off this point or just murder him, this should be a free point for red. And Spazoid not looking to contest it. He's just kind of giving that.
Yeah, well, the rest of his team is coming in now, so...
Right, and that might have been the whole plan, was just don't kill yourself, just wait for us to get there.
Wait, it looks like they got 4 ults up.
Oh, and the D.Va ult going down on the side there. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna... Except for D.Va herself. Got a line of sight that, Joey. Alright, lots of ults going down. Everyone just throwing their Qs at the point. No one dead yet. There was a lot of defense and offense. Scotch with the tire gonna get another 2 kills.
On point with those tires so far.
Not able to get someone, he does get taken down immediately. And
I think
some
that-
Lucio on Lucio fights.
I think that tire is pretty much going to save the point for the Clowns.
Yeah, and they do manage to hold that point. And by the time they get back here, this will be at least mid 50%. So this should be fairly even on this map. Joe gets pulled far into the enemy team. Just kind of backs up with his E up. Just some pot shots being taken right now. No one truly getting into it. Oh, and UTech on the side gets pulled. He does get his ult off and manages to get 1 kill before he gets taken down by Rise. Cruise Master up on the side here. He's dropping down onto the point, going after the Mercy, who does get taken down. And 2 kills for Marias. He's just blasting them from above here. Let's see if they're able to actually clear this and take this back. They are on their way, and Red Team's falling back. I'm not sure why they all just left.
That is a good question.
They all just kind of left.
Yep.
Tacos and Marias going at it again. Taco seems to be out of boost, though. And once again, dead tied up, but they're both at mid-80s. So UTech ulting right in the middle of everyone. Oh, good. Gets 2 ult. Gets 2 kills with that. Tire gets killed by the Roadhog ult. And Cruise Master gonna ult now, keeping them back in that corner, not letting them come out.
I think we're going to OT, yep.
Yep. Red does have enough people, and that's a D.Va ult on the point. There's not much room in there. But Red didn't have anyone on the point during that. They could have taken the point right there. It only hurts D.Va and the enemies.
Yep, and I think Joe is the only one in a spot to really be on the point. Oh! Rez
Ooh,
comes
good
out.
ult. Rez and a couple of them. And there's 1 dead on each team. This is going to get bloody for this point. This overtime that Lucio needs to get on that point. Oh, they do manage to both get on it right in the nick of time, but his things are not looking good. They don't have many out. Tacos go boom, looking at the edge, steps onto it, and extends overtime once again, and he's getting shot at. Hook misses
Just
it,
barely hanging onto it.
dodging everything, but it does look like that's going to be it. They're not going to make it in time. And that is round 1.
Alright, 10 points to Blue Eyes, White Dragon, or Bastion. I'm gonna say Dragon so much.
Uh-huh.
Alright, ooh. Yeah, the one with the pit. This is a good one.
Yep, and let's see.
It's actually kind of hard to spectate this. Too many buildings in the way.
You don't want to be too far out because it takes you out of the action.
Yeah.
Probably better just to run around and right-click a bunch. Right-click into people and then right-click out of them. And right, we're in the thick of it. Everyone jumping straight at it. Hook goes out, tries to get him in. Swift falls down the hole.
He didn't even use his slow fall. I've fallen in that hole many a time on Mercy. And sometimes you get lucky and one of your teammates will come bail you out.
Yeah, especially on a team where you're on comms. You should definitely be able to make that happen.
Just start screaming.
Going in the back, trying to right-click some people into that whole cruise. Oh, right on the edge of it, but does die before he goes down. Riot's trying to make some stuff happen. This is going to blue team slowly, but it's... Nope, he was too high. This is pretty evenly matched. It's not going... Oh, red team just by a bit, but that's because Spazoid is just on the edge healing, and they are going to step back on there to stop that from getting taken. Still sitting on 0% as long as they stay on it. It is super close. If they leave that point one more time, this is red's point. And then the points start counting. Celestris with a decent ult, trying to clear them out, and Joe getting pulled and deleted. And it's very quickly going back to neutral. Dead even. Blue gets 3/4 of it. Spazoid gets knocked into the pit. I think that was from, yeah, Tacos Go Boom. Farah knocking him in. Rocket Barrage getting killed immediately. And we'll see if UTech can keep him off. Nope, he's going to get Reinhardt shifted right into the wall. Justice reigns from roughly ground level. Kills most of the enemy team, but it's still... Blue did manage to take that during that, so... They are gaining points, even though this is constantly contested.
Good double res there from AJS.
Yeah. Tacos Go Boom going up above them. They're trying to disrupt them as they come from their spawn. Tire coming in. Let's see if he can grab Mercy. Not a bad person to pick if you're only going to get one. Scott getting another kill here. UTech just jumping in, doing what Winston does best. Disrupting the hell out of him. Spazoid. Ults, but can't quite pick anyone up. And red team is very close if they can just get these last two off that point. Cruz as they're going down the hole, and Lucio is not on it. Very cool. And red finally gets some points. And Lucio got knocked off by Maracas. It is possible for Lucio to climb up that side because it's all curved and he can constantly jump around, but
Yep,
I've heard
you
it's
just-
not that easy.
It's not. But yeah, you can just basically run in circles, which is kind of cool. But you're also not healing anyone while you're down there, which is not really cool. It's a big ult from Thrifty. It's getting at least two there.
Yeah, red team has pretty solid control of this right now. Blue isn't quite able to get in there. Yeah, they're just not quite able, and it does look like they might be grouping up for it. That shield does block most of that ultimate, but Mercy still does go down. Tire coming in. Likely, yep, just going to take out Gru's. Blue is not in a great spot here. They got a couple on the side, but they can't quite get on that point yet. And they are finally contesting this, and he pulls him, but not quite over the hole. Gonna die anyway. And UTech in a bit of danger here. He's kind of all alone. Ooh, with a good pull on the tacos from Spazoid.
Roadhog's just too fun on this map.
Roadhog is a ton of fun here. They're fighting for it. They're fighting hard. Joey gets pulled and gets blown up immediately. Scotch taking damage. I don't think he's going to be able to stay for very long.
It is. We're almost overtime here.
Spazoid gets knocked in. Lots of Farah kills going on.
Rice got that rocket barrage up. He might be able to take the point with that.
Yeah, that was very close to the 99% stop, but now blue is getting close to the end here. This is going to be another close one. %. Blue's going out to fight him. Rocket Barrage going out, and he does manage to take one down, but he's going to go down in turn. Now goes Gaboom now fighting for it. Rocket Barrage as well. Lots of kills. Oh, that was a good ultimate from Thrifty in order to clear that out, and they're going to get it. And
I think the cartel wins the game. Match. Whatever.
1-1.
Yep.
Going to round 3.
10 points each here.
They are straight tied. Again.
Yeah, 20 points each. Going to another map with a bunch of ways to knock people off edges. Gotta love that. Looks like interesting. Clown Fiesta going to the Torbjorn and a Bastion. I'm not sure I like that.
This one we're definitely going to have to spec on people.
Yeah,
There's no way
yeah,
we're
it's
gonna
basically
actually
impossible to hover above anything in here.
Yeah, no, you'll miss everything.
Bastion, I don't know, maybe if you get the point he's good, but I feel like he's not that great in King of the Hill in general. Same about Torbjorn, really.
Decent hook on Scotch gets him killed from a Pharaoh Rocket. Easy to do when he's CC'd there in place. Thrifty actually going Bastion. Kind of interesting. He's sitting outside of this trying to keep anyone from getting to him, but Celestia's going to come up behind him and take him out. Utech getting taken out by the the Reaper. Alright, and so blue team does manage to take this point first. Sitting there with their Lucio and Mercy. 2 supports working out for them. They're just sitting here holding it, no reason to go crazy with pushing out for it. Red team blasting stuff in there. This is a fairly small area. Celestius does get 1 kill with his ultimate. Doesn't manage to pick up another one. Got some contesting going on again, and Cruz jumped past. Oh, Utech did, sorry. Utech jumped off the edge. I expect to see a ton of deaths, especially with how much Farah and Lucio is being played on both teams. Yeah, and a Winston on both teams. And Thrifty ulting in. At the same time, Lucio ults. Let's see if we can blow him up. And the ult coming up from Farah, going to keep them alive. Just absolute chaos on this point.
And a double support ult out of Blue Eyes kind of saved the point for him there.
Oh, and an ult going to keep him in the corner there. You're not getting away. And Blue is going to hold that, and a very nice hook onto Lou, and he's off the edge.
Yeah, looks like they did switch off that Torbjorn Bastion comp. Definitely, I think, a good call for the cartel.
Ooh. And they're fighting for this, but it's not going well for them. Celestius gets 2, and we're at 90%. We've got to get on this quick.
The clowns might not even get onto the point.
I don't.
Oh,
That was
Yep.
great to watch.
so Blue Eyes is gonna take that. They win the map 2-1, puts them 10 points ahead.
Right, that is basically the map to ensure that someone should have the lead, although not necessarily, because, I mean, this is basically just overall points for the seeding of the playoffs. Like, and even if they tie during these rounds, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not so much about, you know, doing so much better than your opponent each week. It's more about getting as many points as you can for the whole season. That was a very good ult by Scotch.
Epic. Clear skies ahead.
And we're gonna jump back to the lobby. And we're going to Dorado.
Right, the first pushing the cart of the night. I'm interested if anyone plays us the song of their people on attack.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll show off your sweet music skills. I was playing with Jim, and he was trying the Futurama theme song a couple weeks ago.
Everyone does the Futurama theme
Yeah,
song.
I know,
You do
right?
Something different, man.
All right, both
As
teams
long
are
as
ready.
you're not like Genji or Roadhog, someone who can actually only hit it a certain number of times.
Traveling to Dorado. Prepare to attack.
All right. Hey, you can fly through the doors on this one.
Yep. It's weird, I've never looked at Dorado from this angle before, up above.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now too. Have you seen the call-out maps that people are making?
No,
Like, it's cool.
It's a shooter.
Right. It's cool, but like, if you look at how big Dorado is, there's like, 50 callouts.
Yeah.
It's a little different than CS:GO, where like,
There's a lot.
I mean,
of
there are a
callouts.
lot. Yeah, some maps I
Because
guess
most
do
people
have.
only use the big ones.
Right. I mean, you do have names for every box.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of callouts in every shooter.
Mhm.
It's just only the major ones get used the most often.
Reinhardt, we need to find you some new tunes.
What's wrong with the classics? I love Hasselhoff.
Yeah, so
Night Rocker.
we'll teach you a couple. We got Arch,
Kids today is
Little Arch, and that's about all I know.
That's about all you know.
Yep.
Alright, so we do have the Genji, which, if he plays this correctly, he should be able to destroy this Bastion.
Yeah, where's this Bastion set up?
He's set up
Oh,
on
right here.
that bridge up above.
join me.
He's already
He is.
repairing, not off to the
Yep.
great start. And he's going after the Genji. And Genji
And dead.
destroys it.
Wow, you called that.
Nope. And we got a Reinhardt battle going on, slapping each other. This card's getting off to a decent start right here. Tacos go boom, and Cruise Master both going down. So both Reinhardts. See if Marias can get behind and disrupt them. They're trying to just keep them from pushing it. It looks like they're letting them push it right here. They've got a lot around the point. I'm kind of surprised by that. Hanzo ult coming in. That one's also red.
Yeah, that's
Certain things
great.
Are just red. And we have a Reinhardt standoff. Nice, getting a kill on the U-Tech there. And oh, Reinhardt going in. Once again, getting the other Reinhardt. And immediately charge back.
Wow, Marias really messing up the backlines
Yeah, he's
until
doing his
Joey
job.
takes him out.
He's doing his job for sure.
Is that another ult from Joey's Hanzo? That was... Man, that thing comes up real quick.
It goes really quick if you're just constantly shooting. Like, really quick. Thrifty just trying to keep him off the point, get pot shots where he can.
Enemies here.
Does look like they're starting to group up there. Reinhardt's both just eyeing each other. Does look like they had McCree going up on the side there. He's fighting Marias. He does have high noon. I'm expecting to see him come out and target these people. They're all fairly grouped up. Marias is right behind him though. He's got to make that choice. No, he's gonna go ahead and fight Marias. Stun him. And nope. Runs away.
Meanwhile,
Runs.
Scotch really showing off those Junkrat tires. He gets a triple kill to basically stop that push.
Yeah, they are slowly pushing this back fairly effectively. And just over 2 minutes left for Red Team to try and get a push on this, and lots of ults coming their way. Cruisemaster is sort of too deep in the team here. Yeah, he does get taken down. Just a ton of damage coming out from blue team.
Seems like everyone on Blue Eyes that I switch to just immediately dies.
Get the payload moving. We can do this.
Ryan's trying to get damage on the side there, harass him, but he immediately gets pushed back. Lots of damage onto him. Spazoid switching over to that Pharaoh, trying to take out McCree. Ooh, decent tire. There's just a full-on brawl going on right behind this cart. They're still managing to slowly push this back. T-Mac running in with his ult. He's only gonna get one before he goes down.
We've only got a minute left on this.
Yeah,
They've
they're
got
not.
quite a ways to go still.
They're basically looking like they're gonna have to push almost constantly to get it there. And they are on that point now. The Hondo ult coming out.
Kind of an early ult from Albino Joe there.
Yeah, a little bit early. I mean, he could have waited until they were directly under that.
Yep. Yeah, once they're pushed just a little bit through this arch,
Yeah,
that ult gets a
there's
lot
not
more
that many
dangerous.
ways to go. And we do have the push coming in. Once again, Tacos Go Boom going through the team, not grabbing the other Reinhardt for once. Both Reinhardts just getting super deep and not really helping the team, although Scotch does immediately run backwards. Diva ulting in, we'll see how many people. A wall. Able to save most of them. but
Clutch
one
ult
still
from
does go down.
TK3, or Wall.
Yeah, good wall to keep himself and some teammates alive, but one still goes down to it. 10 seconds, they need to be on this point pushing it, and this is game over. Marias is trying. And Celestrius is here, T-Mix here, Cruz is here. That's an ult on the point, but I think they need to ignore it beyond that. You need to go, boys. And they do still have 3 pushing this. I'm not sure what happened to the blue team. There's still 3 alive. Oh, and here comes the cavalry. They're shoving in, but they're not stopping it. They managed to break this right before overtime in a good push, but no one's on the point. No one's on the point. Swift manages to get through it right before the time ends out. And now they have 4 over there, 5 over there, and this is devolved into a street fight. There's no tactics left. Just get in there and do it. Red's got to be careful though. They don't have anyone on the point.
That was actually a great ult by Albino Joe. They couldn't be on the point with that dragon.
They could.
They could be close to the side, but
the game.
they weren't. They're kind of like
that-
on the other
that's
side of
the
that fountain.
important They weren't. They could have been there. They could have died for it.
That's true.
There wasn't a wall there keeping them.
It's gonna be, yeah, this triple.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It was a triple and it took out the Diva mech.
Yeah, that was a
Not
great.
bad.
I'm amazed they didn't manage to kill that tire. It was coming straight at him.
Yeah, I mean, he even, like, kind of jumped and...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did have a good shot at it, but I guess, you know, when you're not ready for it, you only have a second to shoot it. So it's a shutout. So 10 points going over to the Clown Fiesta Cartel for defending that without losing anything.
Yep. And so where we're sitting right now, it is full tied up again.
Prepare to attack.
So-
I guess it's worth noting it is possible to tie. If Blue Eyes only gets 2 checkpoints.
Oh,
Then
is this
they
one of the
would-
3-2-5 ones?
Yep.
Okay. So this can be a total tie, which again, it's okay. We don't have to play any extra games. It's basically the points are for the end of the season. It's just if you find a team you can absolutely stomp all over and get tons of free points off, you're looking pretty good.
Yep. Exactly.
Party time! Need some fireworks?
Muffin is right. This is the darkest timeline. Trump wins.
Look at this team. We're gonna do
Trump wins the
great.
BOL.
I'm ready to kill.
Alright, it does look like all 6 of red are going to be coming straight out the front gate here unless they switch that up fairly soon. And blue team's taking a more defensive approach. They're not actually defending right out the gate, but down this hallway by the arch. Little arch? Bridge? Whatever you want to call that?
Whatever. Overpass.
Down the street.
Catwalk?
Sure. I mean, Thrifty getting taken super low there. He was at like 1% health maybe. And that we do have another Bastion sitting here, defended by Cruz again. Let's see if they can manage to get in there. Take him out. Mariah sniping from up above. Taco's Gaboom trying to keep them up. And from sniping anyone out, but his shield is down. And just full contested. Cruz is not giving this up. Taco's Gaboom's shield isn't going to last very long there. Nope, and he gets taken down. Scotch takes out Swift though. Cruz Master fighting UTech. Deaths, decent amount of deaths on both sides. There's not many left on either side to either push or defend this point. Oop, T-Mac doesn't manage to pick that up. He's just sitting in the back. Daring anyone to get in that tight space for his explosions to take him out.
Lucio versus Widowmaker, what a fight.
No one can hide from my sight.
Alright, we get push number 2 going from the red team. From the Clowns. And a tire up from T-Mac. I'm assuming we're going to see this come up pretty quickly here. This would be a good time. They're all grouped up. They're all right behind that. And a tire coming from the other team.
Good take up by Swift.
And here's Blue's tire. Gonna go over that wall. Oh, only managed to pick up Joey, but again, if you're gonna take out only one person with the tire, might as well be Mercy. UTech right behind, just dealing out tons of damage on that tank. And he's trying to push it, but I do believe he's gonna get taken down here. Nope, he's gonna shift out. This car's slowly getting pushed. Every time Celestius is not pushing it, basically, they manage to get a little bit of distance on it. Mail coming down. Nice, that's going to freeze Bastion in his ultimate. Oh, and he does go down from Tacos, and now Reinhardt's just slapping each other with those. Tire coming in. Manages to pick up 2. Very nice push. Spazoid just looks to be the last one left alive for blue team that can possibly defend this, and he's not close enough. He does contest. Still contesting in the ice. Is it enough time? No, and they are going to get that checkpoint. So, that gives them 5 minutes in order to get to the next one, and this is arguably the easiest point on the map to push.
Oh yeah.
Again, each point on this map, it can be difficult against the right team, but out of it, especially compared to the last point on this map. TK Thrifty getting in behind him, just causing lots of trouble. Celestia's going to go down from it, but Thrifty gets sniped super quick. Bastion kind of spraying onto the cart. Swift repositions in front of it. Again, defended by Cruisemaster, who's going to charge in. Oh, lots of kills going down, but they do get rezzed right away. And Mayhold sort of going to keep them off the point as Scotch gets taken down by Spazoid. Pretty good defense so far on this point. Another Mayhold going down, this time from the other team. Only really going to freeze Celestrius on that Lucio. Alright, and we do have a lull in the action, except for UTech ulting in the back, but May's just going to pop her shift and be totally fine there. And UTech should go down. Yes. So we got 4 clowns pushing the point again. That shield isn't going to last very long. Yep, against that Bastion. Not much you can do. Joey is just crouching in behind that, trying to keep himself alive and keep this point pushing. But they're having none of it. And they're starting to push him back, actually. Red is able to get no footing on this.
My ultimate is charging.
UTech runs off to the side, probably going to try and distract him. He is now going to be end up 1v1ing a Graves. And he gets stunned. Ooh, doesn't manage to quite get it. Can't. Alright, he does manage to take out Marias. So we do have another push trying to get down onto this point. AGS0 has moved his position again, keeping him guessing.
What's Thrifty doing so deep behind enemy lines here?
Who knows? Ooh. Swift does manage to take out that tire. That's what happens when you go straight into it. Looks like no one... Oh! No one's really caring about Swift. UTech's trying to take him out right now, but that's not a great option. It seems like no one gives a flying fuck about Bastions in these teams. They just kind of let it happen. And UTech does finally get him because Swift sort of forgets that he's there. And it does look like they're going to get some minor pushing down here before the enemy team gets back to it. Another ultimate, Vezin Tacos up, so they have their tank. That shield coming up. They're down to sub 2 minutes to get this to the next checkpoint. Red May ult, going to take out that Cruise Master and buy them some time to push this up. Tire going around the side, going up, and does manage to pick up 2.
Good jump by Scotch there to kind of mix it up a little bit, keep Swift guessing.
Like that, Red cleared the way to the next checkpoint.
That ties it up,
So,
point-wise.
So right now we are totally tied up, and this is notoriously the hardest point to take on this map. That final U-turn around that side there is ridiculously hard to push on if defense is on top of their game. Celestius says he's not spawning?
What?
This is gonna make you feel better.
Swift says same.
Okay. Yay, Blizzard.
Okay, I guess we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do about that. Because they're literally down to people. I'm watching their portraits. They are not spawning.
Yep. Yeah, looks like Teammate did just respawn, so it's just those two are not spawning for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well, game 1, we're gonna have to come up with some rules.
I guess.
You die in the game, you die in real life. Rip, Max, and Swift. You'll be missed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some horse shit.
Play of the game.
We're gonna have to figure out something.
Yeah,
with that.
we'll talk amongst the team captains and try and figure something out. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with some rules, like we said. Like Zed said, probably between the teams, see what everyone's good with, because that was a straight 4v6 at the end there.
Yeah.
They were not spawning. Yeah, I agree with that call. We're probably just going to move on to the next game for now.
Right.
We'll probably resolve this later tonight.
Yeah.
After the second game.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Right. Yeah, hopefully we can go through the next match without that. But yeah, that was a shitty way to end 3 pretty solid matches. Well, alright. Thanks for watching this first game. We're gonna switch streamers, and we're bringing you Gryffindor versus what's your team name? Hanzo and Gretel.
Hanzo and Gretel.
Yeah. Good luck. Actually, just kidding. I hope you get wrecked. All right, we'll be back in just a couple minutes with AJS and TK Thrifty.